Express. The announcement comes as many speculate that a Brexit deal with the European Union is imminent. Earlier, the European Commission said Mrs May is likely to meet Mr Juncker at 6 a.m. GMT in Brussels, and this was later confirmed by Downing Street. The EU executive added that a news conference would likely follow around 6:30 a.m. GMT to 7 am. The Prime Minister's plane had been on standby as the two sides had been negotiating through the night to reach a deal. It comes as Donald Tusk's office has announced the European Parliament President will make an early morning Brexit statement on Friday. This latest development would push Brexit talks into the next stage and lay the foundations for a future trade deal. Mrs May has also spoken with her Irish counterpart Leo Varadkar, raising the possibility of an imminent deal will be reached over the Northern Ireland border issue. A spokesman for Mrs May said, "The Prime Minister has this evening spoken with Taoiseach Leo Varadkar and European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker in separate telephone calls." Discussions about taking forward the Brexit process are ongoing. Earlier, Mr Juncker's chief spokesman Margaritis Schinas tweeted, "We are making progress but not yet fully there." Talks are continuing throughout the night. Early morning meeting possible. Speaking at a British-Irish Chamber of Commerce event in Brussels last night, an Irish official said, "It is moving quite quickly at the moment. Negotiations are continuing. I think we are going to work over the next couple of hours with the UK government to close this off. I say hours because I think we are very close." Reports have also emerged that the EU will be willing to concede defeat regarding the role of the European Court Justice, ECJ, after Brexit, which has so far been a major roadblock in negotiations. The Prime Minister has repeatedly insisted there was a red line drawn over ECJ rule after Brexit as Brussels negotiators pushed for its authority to continue over EU nationals living in the UK. Now it is said that the bloc's negotiators will accept a 10-year sunset clause which will end the role of the ECJ in a bid to break a deadlock on Brexit talks, according to diplomatic sources. Under the new compromise, Britain's Supreme Court could refer a small number of cases regarding EU citizens for the Luxembourg court to rule on. The arrangement will end in 2029 when British judges will have complete authority over UK laws. However, Mrs May faces a backlash for her part in the compromise, with Brexiteers insisting the court's rule must end the day Britain leaves the EU on March 29, 2019. Veteran Tory Eurosceptic Sir William Cash said told The Sun, "Allowing the ECJ any role whatsoever is a mistake. It will spread its tentacles, like ectoplasm, and end up ruling on all manner of things." That's what it has done ever since 1956. Yesterday the EU demanded a draft Brexit deal from Britain by Sunday if there is to be any hope of moving on to transition and trade talks at next week's EU summit in Brussels. More to follow.